Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, how are you? I think you are very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I have prepared a very useful class for you about conditional. I think you will be very benefited and helpful after doing the classes. So no more talk, just start the class. That the conditionals are in four kinds: zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. We have to understand very clearly because all the conditional classes are set and are given to the all classes of the examinations. You know that the conditional is if and had and I wish. You always follow that the rules of if and the conditional are always being set in your SSC examination as well as your HSC classes, HSC English second part classes, and you will be very happy to know that the question in the admission test after HSC examination, when you will see that there is no question paper, there is no administration, there is no faculty where the rules of conditional are not set. So please carefully listen and watch my class and understand the rules of conditional very clearly. Today I will very easily clear you how the conditionals are used. This class is very beneficial for the SSC, HSC and the admission classes. So if you like my video, if you are very much benefited and helpful by my videos, please subscribe and share and like my videos, and please don't forget to leave a comment here. So guys, viewers, start. Most of the rules of the conditional are based on if. If means I wish, if I would be, I used to be. The meaning of if is would be or used to be, had been. So if you see that there is, if you see in the zero conditional, you see that if it is rain, if he is ill, if he is ill, he is very weak. And we can see in the first conditional that there is the same tense, there is present indefinite tense, and you can see here that after it is the first part. You can see here is the first part and it is the second part. In the zero conditional, if you see that there is a present indefinite tense in the first part and the present indefinite in the second part. Examples for you: if he works hard, he gets money. In zero conditional, you will find that there is present indefinite tense and afterwards there is present indefinite again. It is a zero conditional. So most of the examinations, zero conditional is less important and very hardly used, very hardly set in your question paper. So please guys, learners, listen to me. So you have to understand in the zero conditional are the rules of if there is present indefinite tense in the first part, you can see that the present indefinite tense in the second part. Okay? Now I am erasing all the writings here. Then we will learn about first conditional. That is very, very important for you. The rules of first conditional has been set in the SSC examination, HSC examination and the question of the admission test. You will find a lot of questions in the Dhaka University Rajshahi University and all the public university of Bangladesh. Most importantly, the rules of first, second and third conditionals has been said. So guys and listeners and the viewers, please don't forget to memorize very clearly, very nicely the rules of conditional. The rules of first conditional is, if there is first part, second part. So viewers, if you see that in the first part of the if there is present tense, any present tense here, present tense, if you see that in the first part of the if you see there present tense and there will be subject, future indefinite tense or subject plus will, word can, word shall, word may plus verb one. So viewers, please understand very clearly, if there is present tense, there will be subject plus will plus V1, verb 1, the present form of verb. So let me give an example here for you. If you work hard, you will prosper in life. My dear guys, please listen to me. If there is present tense, any present tense here, if there is present tense, there will be future indefinite tense or future conditional. You have to understand clearly, if there is present tense, there will be will or can here. Another example, if he gets a job, if he gets a job, he can make a house. Dear viewers, you can see here that there is present indefinite tense, there is present tense, so you have to use here can make, will make. If there is present indefinite tense, there will be will or can after the second part. If the first part is present indefinite tense, the second part will be can or will plus verb. So you have to always follow that. You have to check the present indefinite tense or present tense, and the after part, second part is future indefinite tense, or shall or will or can or make. You always know that, I, after I there will be shall, after we there will be shall, but he, after he, she, it, we, they, there will be will, and after every person there will be will. So you have to understand very clearly that if there is present indefinite tense, I am telling you again and again because it is very important for you, that if there is present indefinite tense, there will be a future indefinite tense. Okay, I am giving another example for you. If you play well, if you play well, you will win the match. Dear viewers, you can see here that there is present indefinite tense, and after there will be future indefinite tense, I mean will plus verb. So have you understand the rules of the first conditional? I think you all have understood very nicely the rules of first conditional. Okay. Second conditional. What is the rules of second conditional? Do you know? Have you any idea? Can you say, anybody please give a comment here and say to me and tell me what is the second conditional? You know that if first part, second part. Dear guys, if you see here that there is a present, if you see here that there is a past indefinite tense, if you in the first part you see that there is a past indefinite tense, and the second part there will be here past indefinite tense, past indefinite tense. This is the first part. If you see that there is a past indefinite tense and the second part will be subject plus would plus V1, I mean verb present form. You can also use could. So very clearly, please listen to me very clearly. If you see here past indefinite tense here, if you see here past indefinite tense in the first part, you have to use a would or could in the second part. Let me give an example for you. If you worked hard. My dear viewers, you can see here worked. Work is the past indefinite tense, past here. So as it is the past indefinite tense, past form of the verb, there will be subject. Subject is you and you have to use you. And there is a past indefinite tense, so you have to use would or could. So if you work hard, if you earn more, if you try more, you would prosper or shine in life. Okay, and you see that if I were a king, there is no grammatical rules in the world where you can use I were, he were, she were. Just after if and I wish and as if. In the rules of the if, you can just use were. Generally, we use here I was, he was. But for if, we have to use here were. It is the different and exceptional rules of English grammar. You have to understand and clearly understand that if there is were, if he were a bird. In many university examination, you have been given the rules of it. There has been given a gap and you have to told that if he dash a bird, you have to use here were, because there is from class 1 to class 12 you do not generally know and understand the rules of the were. But in this it is exceptional that after he there will be were, not was, because there is if. If there is a is, if you see any if in the first and after if you see any subject, it can be he, it can be she, it can be I, there will be were. So dear viewers, you can see that if I were a king, if I were a king, then subject I, then it is a past form, so it is a past indefinite tense, so you have to use would or could. If I were a king, I would help the poor, I would rule my kingdom, I would make a palace, and you can also use I would marry the queen. Again, if she were a bird, she dash in the sky. You can see what will you use here, please, dear viewers. Can you tell me, anybody, please? If she were a bird, it is the past indefinite tense. So I am telling you again and again that after past indefinite tense, you have to use a would plus verb. Then after she would fly in the sky. So remember, there is past indefinite tense and you have to use would plus verb here. Because of the past indefinite tense here, you have to use here would plus verb. I am giving a lot of example for you. If he tried hard. Dear viewers, you can see here if and the past indefinite tense. So you have to make he would shine in life. Shine in life. Okay, he will prosper in life. He will, he will better his life. Why? Why there is would shine? Because there is past indefinite tense. So it is clear for you. Is it clear for you, everybody? I think it's being clear for you. And after we have to clear third conditional. What is third conditional? In the first conditional we have learned if there is a present indefinite tense in the first part of if, there will be subject plus will plus verb. And if you see that there is a past indefinite tense in the first part of if, you have to use subject plus would plus verb. Okay? And third conditional. What are the rules of third conditional? Dear guys, listen to me. If you see past perfect tense, you have to use subject plus would have plus VPP or V3, past participle of verb. So if in the sentence, if you see that the past perfect tense, you have to use subject would have plus V3. So if I had seen a thief, if I had seen a thief, if I had found a thief, there is a past perfect tense. So you have to use subject I, then you have to use would have. Then you have to use the verb, and the verb must be past participle form, because we know that after have, has and had, if you use any verb after have, has and had, you have to make it past participle form of the verb. If I would have caught him. Okay, I would have arrested him. If you give that catch him, it will be wrong, because catch is the present form and you have to use here past participle form. If you give here arrest him, will it be wrong, right? No, it will be absolutely wrong, because after have, I have told you to give a past participle form, so it will be arrested. So if you see that there is past participle, past perfect tense in the first part of if, you have to use subject plus would have plus V3. Again, I am giving another example for you. If I had known your address, if I had known your address, I would have I would have found your address. Subject I, so you have to use her I. Then there is past perfect tense, you have to use would have. So what I would do, if I known your address, I would have gone to your address or gone to your house. Again, if I had been a king, so what I would have done? If I had been a king, there is a past perfect tense, so we have to use here subject I, or if I would given here he, so we have to use he, because subject, the first duty of you is to use a subject in the beginning of the second part, and you have to use, there is past perfect tense, so you have to use a would have or could have helped the poor. You can also use a lot of answer here. He would have ruled his kingdom. He would have made a palace. He would have married the queen. Okay, then it is clear for you. I think it has been very clear for you the rules of conditional. So what we have learned here, dear viewers, what we have learned? We have learned here that conditionals are in four kinds: the zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. You have to understand very clearly. After first conditional, there is first part present indefinite tense, and the second part is future indefinite tense. I mean subject plus will or can plus verb. And the second conditional, if there is past indefinite tense, then you have to use subject plus would plus verb V1. Sometimes you forget to use that. If you use that, I can play and I could play it, you make a mistake. After all the models, there will be base form of verb. After can, play, could also play, not played. Okay, and so and you have also watched here. You have also watched here, seen here that third conditional. In the third conditional, there is past perfect tense in the first part of if. You have to use a subject plus would have or could have in the second part. Okay, I think it is very clear for you, and conditional is the most important thing for you. And if you like my videos and like my class, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz.